Welcome back. It is time for lesson 113, multiplying 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. It really continues on with our understanding of multiplying 2-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. I'd like to go over a few examples and talk about some of the pitfalls or some of the things that could possibly help cause you to get not the correct answer. And so if we can look at those, then you can work and make sure to avoid them. So our first problem, please put this on your notes, is a bakery makes 24 loaves of bread every day for 364 days of the year. They're off for one day for Christmas. So if they make 24 loaves of bread for 364 days out of the year, how many loaves do they make every year? We start off by doing our multiplication. We start with our ones, and let's just do this. 4 times 4 is 16. I carry my 1. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. I put the 5 down here. I carry my 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. And that's taken care of this digit. Now we go to the tens column, and because we're moving over to the tens, we leave this blank and we can put a little 0, or you can leave it blank. We start here right under the 2, and we say 2 times 4 is 8. Then we go 2 times, and you know what? Because I get confused, I'm going to just scratch these out, or you can erase them, because sometimes they throw me off and then I get mixed up as to what I need to add. So I don't want that to happen to you. So we've said 2 times 4 is 8. Now we say 2 times 6 is 12. I put the 2 right here, and I put the 1 from the 12 up there. Now I say 2 times 3 is 6. We add the 1, 7. Now that we've had this, now that we do this, we add these digits together. 6 plus nothing is 6. 5 plus 8 is 13. We carry our 1. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. And then 7 plus 1 is 8. So, holy cow, this bakery makes 8,736 loaves every year. That's a lot of bread. Now, the issues that I see sometimes are if kids forget to leave this part blank and they start on the tens right under here. The other thing that sometimes messes Mrs. Daw up is if I don't know my math facts and I do my math facts incorrectly. Another troubleshooting issue is if you don't put the correct number up here when you're doing your multiplication. So be on the lookout. If you don't get this answer correctly, stop and try it again, and go over it and figure out which path you went down the wrong way. Okay. Now, our next problem is Mrs. Jones bought dictionaries. They were $4.07 a piece. She purchased 38 dictionaries. And so let's tackle this. I know that 8 times 7 is 56, so I put my 6 right here. I put my 5 of the tens. 8 times 0 is 0 plus 5. 8 times 4 is 32. And I put my 3 there. Now, I'm going to keep this area blank, and I go to my tens. I say 3 times 7 is 21. I take and put my 1 here. I'm going to erase my 5, and I put my 2 right here. 3 times 0, 0 plus 2. Now, 3 times 4 is 12. So, I add this up. 6 plus nothing is 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1 plus nothing is 1. Now, what do we do with, we have 1, 5, 4, 6, 6. But I know that that's probably, I can't imagine Mrs. Jones spending $15,000 and $466 on dictionaries. What's happened here? We have failed to note the decimal. I'm noticing that we have our decimal and it's in two spots. So we take and we move this, boom, boom. And we put our decimal we move from the right to the left. This is much more reasonable answer. I know that Mrs. Jones would not spend that much money on dictionaries, but I do know that she would spend $154.66 on dictionaries. And so this is how, when you're multiplying a decimal, we just count in the number of spaces from the decimal, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd like you to make sure that you have this in your notes.